Hello, this is John, host of Mgtow is Freedom. It's actually daytime and it's so dark where I'm at from the clouds and the rain that it appears that it's like night. Crazy. More severe flooding in Northern California. Alright, on to the subject matter. You know, I get complaints. What comes next? And I've seen this on other channels as well when I read their comments. People say, well, you Mgtow guys have this all figured out, but what's next? How do you solve the problem? And I have to say, number one, as Mgtow, as a man, you can decide whether you want a woman or not. If the answer is no at any time for any reason, Mgtow is the solution. But if we want to examine why is it, or I'm sorry, what is it we do next? Once you're Mgtow and you know, how do you save the human species? How do you fix things? I think, once again, you have to carefully examine what the cause was. And when you break it down to its simplest pieces, the cause or the solution, or the cause of the problem is feminism. That is, women having rights. It's so simple. Before there were women's rights issues, there were no problems. Women were whores, prostitutes, and they were honest about it. Or women worked in as housekeepers and housemaids, where essentially they served as prostitutes. And they had children out of wedlock, a lot of them, bastard children. That's the way it was. But women, those women, had no rights to a man's wealth. And back then, you know, married women had no rights to her husband's wealth. The problem with feminism has been that women are irresponsible and they are immoral. The results, the dire consequence of that is that they're abusive and they destroy, they cause damage, right? They abuse men in the legal system. They steal their wealth. They have, in essence, created their own problems. So the solution is, when someone says, well, what's the solution then? It's a return to the way it was prior to feminism. That is, when a woman wants to marry a man, any rights that she has, she forfeits to her husband. She has no more rights. Period. And if she wants a divorce, I'm not saying divorce isn't an option, then she can leave with nothing. The exchange that the woman made to be with the man was all of her efforts for all of his at the time they're married, and once they're not married, that is it. She gets no more. The expense to keep a woman is far more than what it is she performs as a duty. She doesn't get to keep his wealth. That's the old rules. Woman, you don't want to stay, you're gone, right? What do you get for it? I took care of you all of those years, right? You got to eat, sleep, be protected. Everything that I provide as a man is all you earn. See you later. And that, guys, in a nutshell, is it. That is where Mgtow leads to. And if women absolutely refuse, then they continue to get the treatment they're going to get, which is sexual segregation. And by that I mean is the men aren't going to want to be with women. They're not going to want to live with women. They're going to see women as a threat to their lives, a threat to their fortunes, a threat to their future, because women are immoral and women are irresponsible. Why are so many women broke? They don't know how to handle money. They don't make money. They cost money. The only reason women get paid what they do is because legislation demands that they get minimum wages. Right? That's what legislation demands, is that they be treated equally. Do I think they should be treated equally? If they earn it. I don't like that other men demand to be treated equally. I don't think people should be treated equally. I think they should be treated according to their merit. Not because of their skin color or anything else, but because you're a man and you have value, right? That's how you're treated. If you have no self-respect, you don't get respect from others. If you have self-respect and you've earned, right, your way through life, and that really is the way men are treated. I love and how we treat each other. I love how women say we have entitlements. It's asinine, right? When I was in my 20s, I got treated differently than when I was in my 30s and now in my 40s. It's based on my experience, based on my value, my attitude, my character, everything. No one gets to be treated as a man just like everyone else just because you say I'm a man and therefore I have this entitlement. It's not true. Go ask all those protesting millennials out there. They feel like they're being spit on. No, you're just in your 20s, you dipshits. That's how you start out in life. You get treated like shit. It's those types that have the mentality that they are entitled to the same treatment as me, or a 50-year-old man, or a 60-year-old man. They get treated differently than I do. But women think they're entitled to that. It is, but it's the irresponsible thinking and the immoral. And I don't want to back down on this. Women are immoral. They are. They are. If you look what happens in a breakup or a divorce, and I'm not saying men are completely innocent, but statistical averages show that women take men's money. Women take men's property. Women demand alimony and get it on a far, far greater rate. And child support. I mean, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine selling, right, getting rid of a car, getting rid of any object and being forced to continue to pay for it. You know, that's what divorce is, an alimony. You're continuing to pay. You know how much I got in my divorce, even though my wife was making more than me at the time? Zero, right? Fucking zero. That's the game they play. Right? They try and destroy you. They try and get your career destroyed. And then they go, oh, I guess I shouldn't have destroyed your career, right? They don't care. They don't care. They'll lie. Their immorality causes them to lie. So that a policeman shows up and sees bruises on her or on the kids. Women will beat their own kids and call the police on the husband and have the husband arrested and charged with battery. That is immorality. That is all women have. And that is why they are not worthy of men as equals. They are not moral. They are not my equal. I think a lot of men feel that way, and that is the answer. We need to go back to where the problem came from. When women got rights, the right to vote, the right to own property, the right to divorce, the right to take from a man, that is when